Welcome back, guys. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and we got a 1979 Pontiac Trans Am sitting here with a 403. Check everything out under the hood. What we're going to be doing is taking it for a test drive, pointing out any kind of flaws that I can find. Towards the end of the video, we're going to be looking at the paint, looking for chips, scratches, rust. We're going to be listening to the motor up close and personal. Of course, check out the 100 detailed pictures we provide at maplemotors.com. I do have financing and shipping available on any of these cars, and if you don't mind, hit subscribe. That helps me out quite a bit. You can also hit like and share this video, and I'll keep making them for you. I do appreciate it, guys. For now, it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Okay, getting ready to take off. Let's look around the interior and check everything out. Place those bets. You think that horn works? Show you the mileage here. It's hard to stand behind. It's showing 9,699. Go ahead, start her up. It has a drag to it when you start it. Let me give her some gas too. Looks like our gas gauge is about halfway up. Oil pressure and water temperature has not moved on the dash there. They may not be working. Clock is not working. Tach is not working correct. Wipers also not working. Tilt column. This little piece looks loose here. It is. It's blinking on the dash on both sides. Blower motor. Blower motor is kicking on. Radio. Does it work? Anything? No sound coming out of it. Turn that back off. Console. Not bad looking. The interior on this thing looks pretty good. Back seat. Back it straight. Look at that house carpet back there. They got it on the headliner too, and I don't understand why it looks so good. That actually looks really good. Got the light in here. It looks like it's crumbling in the middle though. Old plastic. Horn? No, ain't working. Let's hit the road. We'll see how she drives. Okay, guys, anything I see, I will let you know. Let's take off. Checking our brakes before we pull out. They seem to be all right. Waiting on the traffic. I'm right here about 5 o'clock again. You know how I do. I get the videos in all day long as much as I can, try to get them all out there for you. This is the last one that we're doing this week too, but I'll start on next week's. That way I stay caught up. Steering wheel's crooked on this one. It does have a right pull. Brakes don't feel too bad. I can't slam them right now because people are behind me, but kick down's hooked up. Still got that right pull. A little bit of slack in the steering. Our speedometer is not coming up on this one. Looks like our gauges across the board other than the battery and the gas. That's the only two that's working, the battery and the gas. The rest of the gauges need to be redone. The braking feels pretty smooth. Like I said, I can't slam them right now. I'll put people behind me in jeopardy, so I don't want to do that. But they feel like they're supposed to. Little bit of a hesitation when you go to take off. Good pulling motor here. We do not need gas this time around. They've already went and got gas prior to the video, and it is, from what I understand, working. It's at a half a tank that's floating back and forth on the dash there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull in this parking lot here. Let's get some undercarriage shots and try to have a little fun with this car. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get ready to take off here. And I did notice one thing. It does have a little bit of an engine noise on it. So we're gonna go ahead and head back to the lot and let's see what we got going on here. But yeah, listen to that. Yeah, we'll be going into more detail on that here in just a moment. So stick around to the end of the video and we'll be picking out the flaws. I can hear it too while we're driving down the road. It's still got a right pull. My oil pressure and the water temperature gauge is still not working. None of that is cut on. The only gauges I have at the moment is the gas and the volts. Nobody's behind us. Let's get into the brakes. They're stopping great. Suspension on this car actually feels pretty good. She definitely got some pep in her step. But I did hear that engine noise. We're going to be going over that here in just a second. As soon as we do, picking out the flaws. I'm pulling in the lot right now. Guys, I do appreciate you watching. Be sure to hit subscribe and share, and I'll be right back. Let's get started here. Picking out the flaws. I'm going to be walking around this car, pointing out chips, scratches, flaws, anything I can find. That way you know what you're getting. Check out maplemotors.com for financing and shipping options, 100 detailed pictures, and of course every Monday I update with new rides. Let's get started here. We're going up to the front. So coming around this front end, you can see it does have some chips, some paint flakes. Little run there on the paint. There's a run here on this side as well. You got a couple little bubbles popping up there, light cracks in here, some little bubbles popping up on the side there as well, light cracks there. Coming down this side, little chips here. At the bottom, like cracks in the paint. Little chip here. Sorry about the shadow. It's that time of day where it's going to be all in the video here. Little bubbles popping up. Chips. A couple bubbles popping up in the door there. Spot here. Couple bubbles down here at the bottom of the door. Also there in the corner. Chips. Got some rock guard back there with a few chips. Bubbles under the paint. Chips there. Right there on the edge of the door, you got some chips popping up. You got some bubbles on your hinge, door hinge there, or lever, sorry. Overspray right here on the edge. Got overspray on top of the fender here too. You can hear it. Front windshield on this one looks pretty good, not too bad. Pillar, nice. Roof on this one's not bad. This right here is not bolted on. Looks like they got a piece of tape on both ends. It needs to be bolted on. Chips right here. Coming up on the back here, I'll have to get the keys from the inside. The trunk itself doesn't hold itself up, so it locks every time. And it is a heavy one. Cracks right here in the wing. You got paint runs in the corner here. Little bubble in the wing. One right there as well. Got some right here. 3 of them right there as well. Chips. Let's grab them keys, see if we can open it up. Look in the trunk here. It's gonna be a circle key. Just had it open, so I'm gonna guess and see if it's that one. The lid there's a little loose. A little rusty behind it. Let's open it up. Oh, that was a bad guess. Let's try that one. Yeah, it's the last one that I choose. Old USA key. That one works. But I'm gonna have to have 2 hands here, so I'm gonna cram y'all into the bumper. Goodness. That is a heavy trunk lid. Weather stripping looks pretty good. Looks like you got a big piece of where it holds the weather stripping on missing there. Probably had some rust in it at one time. They tried to clean it up. You do got a bunch of little patches in the trunk. You can see them everywhere. Up in your package tray. Try not to shut this lid on myself. Okay, let's come on down with it. It is heavy. All right. Good deal. A little spot on the bumper there. All right, let's go down this side, lower portion. Some rock guard down there at the bottom. Light scuff on this side. Some cracks here. Bubbles at the bottom of the door. Some right here as well. Up in the corner, a few more bubbles. Chips right up here. The paint's cracked. Showed those bubbles earlier there. It's like you got some grease on the fender. Over the front windshield, actually looks pretty good. Not too bad on this side, not at all. Little chip there. Purple tint. Try to get that off. I was trying to see what this said. It looks like it is in the window, but it looks like a C-A-M-M-O-D. Commod. I can't hardly read it, but it is, there's like an outline of that in the overspray on the windshield. Okay, let's go ahead and check the inside out. Door panel on this one is in great shape. Overspray here as well. You can see the Bondo in the bottom of the door and the rust popping out. You got some rust in the corner here too. Up your jam. Little rust in the corner there. Weather stripping looks good around the window. The seat in this one's in great shape. The edge there has got a few little torn spots. The carpet in this one is actually in great shape. A couple little chips. Back seat looks good. Got the house carpet in here. What's in that back window there? I want to get a little closer on it and see what's going on. Is that rust? I think it is. Yeah, you can see it up there. A little paint flaking is what it is. The rust is probably causing that. You get a few spots in the back here. Okay. That headliner actually looks really good with the house carpet on it. I kind of like it. Let's jump in here and start this up. Have to give her a little bit of gas to start her. I do hear something in the motor. Listen to that. I do hear something in the motor making some noise. Definitely want y'all to know about that. The trunk button, does that actually work? It does, but that trunk is way too heavy to actually open that way. Yeah, it's gonna need to have something to help it stay open for that button to work. I did hear a motor noise in this. It's got a little bit of a shake to it. I'm almost wondering if it's a mount. Hard to get to the throttle up under here. Not burning your hand. Ah, so much there. It's quiet right now while it's at an idle. Let's try it again. I'll have to do it from in here. Let's see what we got. Definitely hear something when you get into it. It hasn't affected any performance. There's no smoking, but there's a noise. Okay, let's come on down with the hood. The hood is a little stiff, so you're going to want to go side to side. If you just pull down in the middle, a lot of times it'll bow that hood. Right now it's good to go after you get it past that gap. It actually shuts really well, and that bird looks good. They did a decent job on this one. Under the paint there too, so that's good. Hinge is sitting a little high at the moment. We got a spot right here and right there, really small. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe, share, and hit like. I try to be as honest as I possibly can. That way you know everything about the rides that come through here. We do this with every car on the lot. We try to price them accordingly. Sometimes we'll get show cars, sometimes we get stuff in the lower price range. We do get way more requests for stuff in the lower price range, just like this. So just keep aware of that. We try to stay in this price range. But we do fill up the showroom plenty of times, and you know that's gonna happen here soon. With that being said, you can see that at maplemotors.com. Every Monday we update with new cars. We do have financing and shipping. And I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you later.